Mitch for coming out.
Benefiting No Kids Hungry, which is a cause that I've been doing some work. It's very important. It's helping to feed the kids that just don't have any food. Before they go to school, they can't eat, and it's providing them with. And you guys did really well raising a good amount of money.
I'm impressed. These guys, overnight almost sold out.
Well, thank you so much.
I think we've already donated 1,000. We're leaving it open a couple more days because people can still donate. But I think we're up to 1,250, 1,300 or somewhere there. I got to see. There's some actual donations there. People couldn't make it tonight, but there's at least 4 or 5 people that were going to be here, couldn't make it last minute. They said, "No, it's good calls. Leave it in. We're sorry we can't make it." But give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah,
it's really awesome. And I love how No Kid Hungry, they're really serious about thank you notes. I've had at least 3 thank you notes.
I know, I saw that. It was pretty
I was
impressive.
good. Go green. We save some money, save the kids. But so I had a couple questions because we have a lot of X-Files questions, I'm sure. But I thought being an actor, it'd be nice to do like a craft question or 2, and kind of open it up a little bit. And I'm going to go right to the cards from these guys. And
sure.
We'll get to as many as we can. But I thought it'd be kind of interesting. I was thinking about all the auditions you ever do that awesome that you don't get, and then horrible that you do. I was thinking like kind of what's the best audition you thought you did that didn't come through, and then vice versa.
God, so many of them.
And then there's always that one that the director goes, "Oh, you're perfect for this," and then they never call. But and then the one that you thought you blew, and then like you're on set the next day kind of thing.
I'll tell you the worst auditions I ever had was for Dexter.
Oh.
And I loved the show. We watched it, my wife and I watched it, and I was like, I really, really, really wanted to do it, and I wanted to do it so bad. I went into the room, and there was like a long speech, and I thought I had memorized it. I thought I had it down. I was a basket case. I started, got about maybe 3 sentences into it, and I just went blank. So I stopped. Started again. I did this about 3 or 4 times, and I finally just looked at and there was like probably about 15 producers and writers right in front of me, and I finally just said, I'm just wasting your fucking time. And I did, and I turned around and walked out of the room. But I think that was a situation where I think I wanted to do the show so badly that I just couldn't. I had a meltdown. Yeah. And it's really the only time that's happened to me, and I was a basket case. But it was, as far as, I think, of course the X-Files, I auditioned for the X-Files twice before I got started. Right. And you guys have probably heard this story, I don't know, but the first 2 didn't pan out, and so the third time that I got called in, I said to my agent, I'm not going to go in. You see what I can do twice, and I just don't. I don't think I need to go back in. If you want to offer me the role, you can offer it to me. So I had a real attitude. And I went into the room. Finally, my agent talked me into going in, and I went into the room with that same attitude. It's exactly what he wanted from Skinner. So fortunate that I didn't get those other 2 roles before I went in for Skinner. So it was. But I mean, Walt, I've been doing this for over 35 years, and it's like there's so many auditions that I can't remember.
Right.
Ones that I thought for sure. So often, you go in the room and you think you just slay it. And I got this. I mean, so many times I've walked out of the room and I've thought, man, I've got this. So now I do an audition. I say, if you want me, you can make an offer. And I just
you tell us.
But like Walt said, you think of a time where you're just like, there's no way, and then all of a sudden they call you back and you show up. You think of a time you're surprised, you're like, really?
I mean, it's like every time you get cast in something, it's a treat, and it's a bit of a surprise, and because it's a tough business. It's so fortunate, but it's there's a lot of surprises.
You're beating the numbers game so far, it seems like.
I've been very lucky. Yeah, I walked into a room one day and met Wes Craven, and I walked into a room one day and met Chris Carter. So there's 2 big days in my life, and I'm so fortunate for them happening.
Awesome. So the other question I thought would be kind of funny. Your very first professional gig. I don't know if so it was that one horror film or something like that, like on IMDb, but it was your first professional gig. I don't know if that was it or theater.
God, I can't, I did theater. I did a lot of theater in Denton, Texas. I did a movie called Mongrel, which is, I think, is the first thing on
That's what I saw.
Yeah, it was just
one of your
horrible.
co-stars was on this off later. One-off episode person.
What was it?
I had it. I
I'm gonna have to look that up.
But one of the fourth or fifth ladies down, Lane maybe, or something.
Oh,
like
I think I know who it
Blonde
was.
lady.
Yeah. There was, I think, Winfrey, Rachel Winfrey.
Oh, yeah, Winfrey. Yeah. Okay, that was not even close. I'm not even close to Elaine.
Elaine.
All right, so you guys ready for the X-Files questions? Or I think they're all X-Files questions, maybe not.
No.
Should I just read them in order? You got them in the good order? All right. So blame her. I don't know.
They were all very good questions. There were no stinkers in there, so we'll just try to get through as many. But some are kind of related, so you'll figure that out.
Cool. So, are there any funny stories to tell behind the scenes for this season?
Not a whole lot of hilarity on the set. No, it's I can't think of anything. For me, working with Darren Morgan was a treat. It was just like I've been God, there's so many things I want to tell you, but I can't. It's so hard because things happened with Darren that was so funny, and it's like I just can't.
Will you
Because
keep
if I
a
do
secret?
tell you, then you're gonna know what transpired. And it's like,
Don't spoil
yeah, you want
it.
to tell anybody? You promise?
We'll edit this out in the tape.
I can't, I can't think of anything really that's been that funny.
I don't know if that's
Sorry.
Everybody's in a trailer. Are you have any interest in writing or directing an episode?
Too lazy.
All right. This will be quicker than
We'll get through this.
No, I tried writing one time, and it was like, and I sat down, and my dad had bought me a word processor. So long ago. And I thought, I think it was Dita. Something like that, but it was, but I thought, okay, I'm gonna write something. I'm gonna write a script. So I sat down and I started writing, and I was like, I'd read a line of dialogue, and I go, that's gold. That's good. It's good stuff. I wrote another one. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. It's like every line that I wrote, I thought I was like, this is brilliant. I'm putting brilliance on the page. So I had a friend of mine who's a writer read it, and he read it, and he goes, yes. Where are you going with it? I said, I don't know where I'm going with it, but like, isn't that line great? Look at that. His dialogue is like gold. He goes, well, no, it's not that great. So that was the last time that I wrote. It's just, it's such a discipline that I don't have. I think maybe with a writing partner, I think I've probably got some good ideas, maybe, I don't know, but I don't have the discipline for it, and I barely have the discipline to be an actor. People ask me why I don't direct, and this is the truth, because I'm just too lazy. They have to work so hard, and I think I would be a good director with actors, but it's just, you have to think of everything, what somebody's wearing, whether they're wearing a ring, whether they're, what clothes they're wearing, what their, locations. There's just a lot of work to it. I like the work.
Speaking of locations, what is the coolest or nicest place you've ever shot in?
Shooting in the forests in BC is awesome.
Even
It's
in the rain?
beautiful. Well, I don't mind the rain. It's funny because one of the first episodes I was watching Jillian and David do a scene out in the GVRD, which is the forest where most of all the forest stuff takes place. And in the course of the scene, she's talking and water is just pouring out of her mouth as she's talking because it was raining so friggin' hard. They finally, that was early on. They eventually figured out how to deal with that. But yeah, it's just so beautiful up there, and I like being out there. David and Julie and I shot a scene out in the forest recently, and it was great. It was fun out there.
No more raining frogs?
No, there were no frogs raining. Not that bad.
All right. Interesting. What is the best advice you've ever got regarding your acting career?
don't be an asshole. And I tell other actors, young actors, the same thing.
I think I've heard you ask this, but it's a good one. Is it more fun playing the bad guy?
I love playing bad guys. I actually just had a guy bring a script to me that he wanted me to play the serial killer in. And I thought, man, I'd love to kill somebody. really kill a whole bunch of people. It's, you know, playing bad guys is really, it's you know, I started my career playing bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm tired of playing bad guys. So then I started, you know, I played Skinner, and I played him for a long time. And that was, I mean, it's great. I love playing the character, but it's nice to go back and be able to play bad guys again on occasion. Yeah. So hopefully at some point, the film's not going to work out. My agents didn't want me to do it, so but there's, yeah, hopefully something pops up that. The character that I played in Criminal Minds, I think, is one of my
I was just going to say you were a good bad guy in Criminal Minds.
Yeah, and I don't know if he was really a bad guy or if he was just fucked.
It's such a fine line.
Yeah, it is a fine line, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was researching for our photo in Indianapolis, your Dallas character, and I found the 1980s Dallas character by mistake. I love that scene. That's just such a great.
It's so much fun.
It's a great scene. That's just,
yeah, I did 4 episodes. I did 3 or 4 episodes with Larry. That's at the end of the run of the first run of Dallas, and the last season I did 4 episodes, and I got to work with Larry Hagman quite a bit. And he had been institutionalized by his family, and I was like this nut house bully, and we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun playing with that stuff. And there was one take that I was working with Larry Hagman. I was a little bit nervous, and it was early in my career, and we were setting up this shot. It was going to be over Larry onto me, and the director was talking to me, and Larry was standing there, and he was telling me, you know, just go over the scene and stuff. And I must have looked a little bit nervous or something, because after the director walked away, Larry's standing there, he's looking at me and he goes, "Don't worry, it's going to be on me." And I love that line, and I've used it so many times on young actors. It's like, don't worry, it's going to be on me.
I saw I guess it was the poker scene, right?
It was, playing poker with matchsticks,
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, it was fun. Morrissey.
Yeah.
Morrissey, you ever heard of me?
I almost wanted to wear, although Chris did that character, I think, right? I was going to wear that shirt instead of the other Dallas character, but that was so great. What's your favorite Disney movie?
Chick question. Then.
Old Yeller. Does anybody remember Old Yeller?
Yeah. You're thinking
That's from Sophia, by the way.
Oh, that's from Sophia.
Oh, is it? Say hi to Sophia for me.
I think we have 2 more here. Do you share any characteristics with Skinner in your real life?
You know, I think all actors. David was so funny. He was so apologetic after he turned to me and he goes, "I didn't hear your answer." So I don't know if you guys know what happened, but it was like, what was it? I said, or I was talking about. I said Caldwell on Stargate Atlantis is basically Skinner with a flight suit.
Yes.
And David didn't hear that, and he goes, "Yeah, any actor that takes the same character is just not a very good actor." And then I got a text from him when I got back to the hotel, and he goes, "I didn't hear your answer. I'm so sorry." But yeah, did I answer the question?
I think that was good. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, we got that. Oh, and also Christy loves you. So
I don't. Was Toby Tyler in the? You remember Toby Tyler?
From Old Yeller?
He was the same kid who played. It was in Old Yeller.
No, the same 2 kids did Shaggy Dog. Right?
Yeah, and then there was a
whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that.
And he actually had a tragic ending, like the teenager, the older kid that was in. I think he had a.
What was his name? Tommy.
Yeah, I'm horrible that way, but I remember he was like one
Tommy
of those.
Kirk or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. I remember there was something tragic in there. Is there a Disney curse? I don't know. Like never mind. Keep it light. Oh, here we go.
Back in the '70s, they used to do acid and go watch Snow White and stuff like that. Though, so it was
Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fantasia.
I know, Fantasia blew my mind. So.
Good call.
He's as old as me.
Oh, is it? Oh. Okay. What is your superpower? This is interesting. This is different. This is good. What is your superpower?
God, I gotta be creative now. Shit.
Just let me read it. What is a superpower that makes the lesbians want to jump the fence for you? And I heard I said that one out.
I'm gonna answer it for you. It's the bald head.
There you go, buddy.
What?
Something we don't know, Stephanie?
No.
Oh, you're
You know this bald guy.
I actually had a woman come up to me whose daughter is gay, and she said, "You ruined my daughter.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how to say
Like
that.
you broke my daughter. She's like she's gay, but she didn't."
Oh, well, she-
Broke and ruined my daughter.
All right, I'll do one more here. What would you like to come to a German Comic-Con in Berlin?
Ja, doch, natürlich.
So, are we using Mitch for the trivia stuff?
Yeah.
All right, also, I guess we're going to leave you up here, and I'm going to turn it over to Larice, right?
You gotta read these.
I'll stay up here, but I'm just
You're reading live.
apparently I'm playing Mulder. But